listening to Frey. Starting right now. Here's your host Alfredo Leon.
That gala as the Hockey Hall of Fame class of 2018 was announced a week ago Tuesday, which was headlined by New Jersey Devils icon Martin Brodeur. Martin St. Louis, Alexander Yagushev, and Jania Heffer were also chosen in the player category. Willie O'Ree, who was the NHL's first black player, and Commissioner Gary Benn were elected as builders. But we're mostly going to talk about Marty Brodeur because he's the most accomplished player on this list for sure. As we'll get right into it. Brodeur was a first ballot lock. The goaltender ranks all time in wins with 691 of them, and shutouts with 105 to go along with 3 Stanley Cups, 4 Vezina trophies, which is the best goaltender, 5 William and Jennings trophies, which is when a goalie plays at least 25 games with the fewest scored against one, and a Calder trophy for having the best first year at the NHL, basically a rookie year of the year, and 2 Olympic gold medals. He owns a career save percentage of .912 and led the league in wins in 9 different seasons during his time in New Jersey. All 6 members will be inducted in November. What a great career for Brodeur, an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to him. Well deserved, obviously. He had an unbelievable career, especially winning all those games and cups and everything. He should have never went to the St. Louis Blues. I wish the Devils would have brought him back for another year or so. The fact is, he should never have went there. He should have just retired before that, and he would have had an incredible, not having to worry about having the St. Louis Blues on his Hall of Fame plaque and everything. But it is what it is. But still, though, he's always going to be remembered for his time in New Jersey. I remember me and my father, we went to a game one time in 2008 when Brodeur got injured, and he missed a lot of time that year. And it was unfortunate, even though the Devils won that game 6-1 against the dead Atlanta Thrashers, now the Winnipeg Jets. But still, though, I went with him, and it was a tough game for Brodeur as he got injured, and he didn't come back for a while. That was also the season which he set the all-time record in wins when he got his 552nd win against the Chicago Blackhawks. And that was done in New Jersey as well at the Prudential Center. Pretty cool what he did there, and also him having the most shutouts in NHL history. No doubt about it, he's the greatest goalie ever. One of the all-time greats as well, along there with Wayne Gretzky and others as well, Bobby Orr, you name it. But I definitely don't think any other goaltender is better than Brodeur because of how much he's accomplished with the Devils, having all the cups and the shutouts and the wins is especially something else because he's never, no one is going to ever top that. It's a record I don't think any player is going to break. You have to play at least 20 years and have 20 wins a season at least and stay healthy and everything like that. It's important to stay healthy and be able to play as long as he can. He wanted to get to 700, but he realized numbers weren't the only thing, and he said it because of too many lockouts. If he didn't get injured either, he would have also definitely got to 700, but he's not about the numbers. He just enjoyed playing the game, and one of the best goaltenders in NHL history. I don't see anybody topping that list. He's like Wayne Gretzky to the whole NHL just for goaltenders. And that's a record that's going to be tough to break, and him winning the Stanley Cups is just incredible. All-time great player, favorite Devil all-time. Well-deserved him getting his jersey retired and him getting to the Hall of Fame. He's one of the 5 Devils to have his jersey retired, along with Patrick Elias and Ken Danico and Scott Niedermayer, as well as Scott Stevens. All of his team, all the guys he played with, all won Stanley Cups with him during his time in New Jersey. Pretty incredible him being able to do that. And every single Devil that has his number retired was a part of those Stanley Cups, one way or another, and it was pretty cool to see that he got the honor to be able to accomplish something like this. He's one of the all-time great players for sure, and no doubt about it, he's arguably the greatest Devil all time. Even though Ken Danico is Mr. Devil, Brodeur is Mr. Devil when it comes to goalies for sure. No goalie will be able to top what he's done. You have to have a long career and stay healthy for the most part, and also try to avoid lockouts. As there were 2 lockouts during his career. And he could have won a lot more games if it weren't for that, and the injuries as well. He didn't mention the injuries, but he definitely could have gone for 700, but he wasn't about the numbers. And still, though, pretty cool that nonetheless to be able to accomplish what he's accomplished. Winning in the Olympics and with Canada tells you how dominant Canada's been in the Olympics. And the fact that they've been in the U.S. a couple times, definitely the 2010 one, he won against the U.S. And he was able to beat some of his teammates at that time with the Devils, like Jamie Langenbrunner and Zach Parise and others. But still, though, nevertheless, you can't take away from what he did. And He could have won another Stanley Cup, but unfortunately the Devils just didn't have the firepower to beat the powerful Los Angeles Kings at the time to win that fourth Stanley Cup. Also, they lost in 2001 to the Colorado Avalanche, and he could have had 5 Stanley Cups, but still, to win all these cups is incredible, and nevertheless, can't take away from what he's accomplished. He's the greatest Devil of all time, in my opinion. He's the most accomplished Devil of all time as well. Look at all the wins he's had. Most of those wins came with the Devils. A few he came with the St. Louis Blues, and he ended up signing with them, and he played a little bit with them. He wasn't their A goalie, but he still, though, ended up retiring with them, and he ended up having to end up being in the front office after that, even though he should be in the Devils front office right now and doing something with the Devils, but maybe someday he will. But he did come back to the Devils at the 20th anniversary of their first Stanley Cup from 1995. He came back with a lot of his teammates from that time, and that was pretty cool, him be able to play a little bit. And incredible, he wasn't even a goalie at the time when he was playing with some of his in the charity thing. When 20 years after winning the cup, he wasn't even in his goalie position. That made him so iconic. And when he first started playing hockey, he initially wasn't a goalie. He thought, oh, playing a goalie was pretty cool. He wanted to try it, and he did, and he had a lot of success with it. Pretty good move that he ended up becoming a goalie, because he ended up being one of the greatest of all time. And also the fact that he was such a great goalie, and the fact that he played other positions, I think it was a forward or wing. As a result of that, he ended up being a great handler of the puck. And because of how great he was handling the puck, they ended up having to institute the trapezoid because of how good he was with handling the puck, being able to move around and be able to prevent certain defenders from grabbing the puck. And as a result, they instituted the trapezoid. And because of him, and because of how great of a handler he was, and the fact that they had to introduce the trapezoid so that the goalie would end up getting too far out of the trapezoid and you have the only range to go, and wouldn't be able to go all the way down the ice and be able to pass to teammate. Brodeur was such a great handle at that, and he's one of the best puck handlers ever from a goaltender, maybe the best ever. No, I don't see any goalie that could do that, not especially not besides Brodeur. And he scored a couple goals. That famous goal he had, I think it was like 2000 or so, or 1990 something in the playoffs against I think it was in the finals. I'm not sure, but he had a big goal, and that was his first career goal. And he did it a couple times in his career. Pretty incredible that a goalie like him scored a goal. And it was an empty netter, too. He went for the goal. And that was pretty cool, him doing that. And what a great accomplishment. An incredible honor for Brodeur to do this. And congratulations to him. Well deserved. And it's pretty cool to be able to get that kind of honor, especially having the accomplishments that Brodeur's had. Congratulations to him. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you're brand new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.